Hello YouTube, my old friend. I'm here to talk about a camera again. Hello everybody, I am here again with a camera to show you today. This is my Polaroid One Step 2. As usual, this is not a full review or anything because I don't do that. This is just a quick overview of the camera so you can get a look at what it looks like and how it feels in my hand. You can't get that really because you don't have my hands, and this is not philo vision. You're not going to see or you're not going to feel anything. You're going to see plenty, but that's about it. I just thought it was worthwhile talking about this particular camera because if you've been subscribed to this channel or looked at any other videos on this channel for a while, you'll know that I do a series where I talk about Polaroids I've shot over the last few years, and lo and behold, I've never shown you the actual camera that I shoot said Polaroids with. So that's what we're going to do today, so stick around. So here we have it, my Polaroid One Step 2. It has minimal features, that's what I will say straight away. It's a very clean design because of those features. Maybe they should be described as streamlined rather than minimal. So, front of the camera, what have we got? You got yourself plastic lens, big old flash by there, shutter button for setting it off, and then this is for over or under exposure, and that is pretty much it. Viewfinder by there. It's not an SLR, so you don't see what the lens sees. There is a little bit of parallax if you're a bit too close. The flash will go off all of the time unless you specifically tell it not to. I'll show you how you do that in a second. And then, yeah, that's it. that is literally all this camera. Front by here at the bottom is where the picture pops out, and this little dial by there, that slot opens that up so you can slot in a new pack of Polaroid I-type right by there, or 600 it'll shoot as well. That is it. I won't open it up because there is a pack of film in there at the moment and they are bloody expensive, and I'm not going to go, you know, destroying a pack of film just to show you. Back of the camera, a little bit of advertising there for you, got some stickers on it. So big bright viewfinder, surprisingly big and bright viewfinder. I am kind of dominant left eye, so I look through this and then I squash my face up against this, which is a little bit odd. If you're a right-eyed person, it's very, very easy. Left-eyed person like me, it's you end up dribbling all over the back of your camera an awful lot, your nose getting squashed. Top thing by here, literally only bit on the top plate, is these little bit by here. I'll turn it on so you can see. Is that going to light up? There we go. So that shows me that I've got 6 pictures of an 8-pack remaining within this, you know, nice little clean design for it. There's the on-off switch by there, just a click up and down. You might not be able to see it quite so well here because it's a little bit small, but here we have, this is the button that you hold that down as you press the button on the front to fire the shutter, and that will override the flash, stop it going off. It's not as awkward as it looks, to be perfectly honest. You know, you can kind of rest your thumb by there, pushed up against it, and use your index finger to fire it by there. So that's not too thingy. I mean, if you want to attach it to a strap around your neck, look like a maniac carrying this giant brick of plastic around your neck, then go ahead, but I don't do that. Then also on the back, we've got this. Now this is the best part, the best feature of this camera. It was the first camera that the Polaroid originals, and obviously now the Polaroid prior to that, Impossible Project, blah, 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 all those guys. First one they made that actually is rechargeable. It's got a lithium-ion battery in it, so it's rechargeable. Plug it in by USB, that'll charge this thing up. That is the reason I bought this. I have always been a fan of Polaroid cameras. I am a child of the 90s. I was born in the late 80s and I'm a child of the 90s, and I remember Polaroids being an actual thing. So my granddad had one, and I remember shooting random Polaroids with it. It's probably 600 film, I imagine, at the time. So I remember them, and I really, really like them because who doesn't like Polaroids? They're cool. I held off buying one though because they're blooming expensive nowadays, and I didn't want to be buying batteries all the time or getting film that has a battery pack in it that is super costly all the time. When they brought out the I-type, film was a little bit cheaper, a little bit less expensive. It's still really dear, but you know, not as bad as it had been, and this is lithium ion rechargeable, so I can just plug this in and you know, there we go, plug and play essentially. Bottom of the camera, not an awful lot on there, the usual gumph, and you know, explains how to use it by there, which is a nice touch, you know, I mean, point and shoot basically. And it does have a tripod thread, which is good because I have used this to take pictures. It can do a timer. Where is it? Ah, there we go. I missed that button on the front. There is a self-timer button. I have used it maybe 2 or 3 times, and every time I use it, I forget how to use it again. So I'm not going to tell you how you use it. Read the instructions. That's my advice for that, because I have accidentally taken pictures of very close to my face on numerous occasions because I've pressed the wrong button. So I'm not the person to ask. Anyway, there we go. That's my Polaroid One Step 2. Thought it would be good to tell you guys about it, considering that I show a lot of Polaroids on this channel. I told you that when I take a picture with this, I end up squashing my face right against the damn thing. Yeah, if you're left eye dominant like me, it's not that comfortable to use when you're jamming your face into the back of it, but I do still like it, and it's a lovely, lovely Bright Viewfinder. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. As usual, give me a like, give me a subscribe, have a check out of the other videos on the channels, on my channel, and go and have a look at some of the Polaroids that I've been shooting. There's plenty of videos on there where I show you some of the pictures that this thing makes. Fair warning, they're quite old, so the photos, some of them are quite faded badly. That is not an indictment of what the kind of pictures this thing can create. For a plastic little piece of fantastic, it is surprisingly good. We're talking about instant film. Instant film doesn't last. So I've got good scans. Afterwards they do fade a little bit, so yeah, that's not an indictment of that. Anyway, thanks very much for sticking about and listening to me ramble, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.